my God. Okay, so welcome to the promo for Man to Man Radio. I've got Chris Smith with me, Chris Cavey Smith, and I can't tell if his camera is moving or not.
Look, I gotta keep moving because this thing be freezing.
Oh my God. So I'm just basically coming on live so that I can give you guys a preview as to what's going to be going down with Man to Man Radio with Richard Hall and Chris Smith here on Man to Man Radio.
Like that, geez.
Oh my gosh. But like we did last night with Richard Hall, I wanted to be able to bring you Chris Smith. Oh, you're moving. I see you moving. But I'm looking at it on Facebook, but I wanted to be able to come live with Chris tonight because we did Richard. And of course, you know, Richard, he clowned you last night. Well, I just want to let you know that.
The thing is, you had probably a boring show last night. Now we can come on and have some fun tonight.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, he was clowning you a little bit. But from your perspective, because I know you guys, although you're a lot alike, you think a lot alike, there are times you guys don't think alike. So from your perspective, tell everybody what Man to Man Radio is really all about.
Well, you know, when we first had that conversation, because remember, you know, it was such a great idea that you guys had came up with. You know, my thing was, remember, I was like, I don't know about doing shows and all this type of stuff. Like, it was new to me. And,
right.
You know, at the time I got laid off. So, you know, I wasn't sure really what I wanted to do. But when we talked about the show, I think the thing that interests me was just the real part of showing people what it's all about as far as from a man's perspective. And I felt like if we were going to do this show, we needed to really touch on topics that people don't like to discuss, but also really tell the truth about it, regardless of how it makes us look. Because at the end of the day, it's the truth. And Richard don't be like the truth.
So let me ask you this question, though, because I know this is going to be crazy, and this is something we talked about last night, but I'm trying to really get ready for the fact that you are going to be on camera because your facial expressions usually tell all.
They don't hide nothing. It's my bullshit face.
Oh my God.
Look, you don't understand how I do that, and I'm glad that people can't see me. So it's a problem now because now you're going to see it, and because you can see it now, I'm going to say it too. Bullshit.
So this is what I'm going to ask you, though, because, see, now people are going to be able to see that bullshit face. So how are you going to adjust from going from, you know, behind or, you know, in back of the camera, no camera at all, and talking over through the board and through phone call and all of that? How are you going to make that adjustment?
There is no adjustment. See, the thing is, I always tell people there is no in between. Either you love me or you hate me. So either way, stay in lane. I can tear you apart if I have to. But the thing is, there's no adjustment because this is me. I have to be honest about what I feel. I'm not coming on here for people to be fans. I'm not coming on here for people to agree with me. I'm coming from my point of view. And if you don't like it, turn to another station.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But I do want to remind everybody that Man to Man Radio is moving to live stream radio, just like all the rest of the shows under the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. So you'll be able to catch Richard and Chris Cavey Smith here on Facebook, but you're going to actually go to their Facebook page, okay? So I just want to say that. You're going to their Facebook page at Man Radio. So if you want to catch them live on their very first streaming show next week on Thursday night, that's what you're going to do. You're not going to come on my personal page. I only came on the personal page so that I could help promote all of this and get this going. So again, find them on Facebook under Man the number 2 Man Radio, so that you can be there for that very first show. Because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a kick. I just can't wait.
You already know. Like I said, I can't promise I won't do things I'm not supposed to. All I can say is I will control myself as best as possible.
Which means none.
That's all I can say. Like I said, all I can do is try. I'm not Jesus. I can't tell you the future, but all I can tell you is that the future is bad if you come on here bullshit.
So let me ask you this question.
Everybody gets it.
So I want to ask you this question. What is it that you're looking forward to most about going live stream?
Yeah, man, to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous.
Really?
I got to go to work the next day. People go see how I'll be acting. No, you know, the thing is, and to be honest with you, when you said you wanted to go live, I felt like this was going to be more natural. I feel like sometimes I'm saying what I want to say, but I'm holding back at the same time. And I feel like with this, I can't bullshit my way through this one. This is one of those ones, we're feeling it, like I said, and then I'm going to start talking because I can't. Come on here. Let's just be real. Let's talk about the things that we really need to talk about. And, like I said, we talk about marriage and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the best marriage in the world, but guess what? It works. Been married for years. So at the end of the day, you're getting a good perspective on, relationships all around because Richard, aka Toilet Bowl, he really loves to show how great his relationship is. So like I said, you get the best of both worlds.
Why'd you have to use the word toilet bowl? Why'd you do that?
The man told you he poots in front of his girl and was okay with it. The man told you it wasn't a problem, but she can't do it in front of him. That's that type of stuff I'm talking about right there. The man said he don't care. He gonna poop and do all that kind of stuff anytime he wants. And see, he tried to give me my little nickname, but it didn't hold weight. You gotta. I never told you I'd be in the toilet, in the tub, or whatever, the toilet all the time. So here's the whole way. Man said it on national or when he liked pooting in front of his girls.
He didn't say he liked. He didn't say he liked. He said he did.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Does his draws stink because of that?
How would I know?
There you go. There you go. It don't matter if he like it or not. The draws still stink.
Oh my gosh. How funny. How funny. Oh my gosh. Well, I do want to say hello to everybody who is joining us tonight. I just want to say, hey there, Miss Patterson. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh. And thanks for the likes and the thumbs up from Warren Fairbanks and my cousin Johnny K. So I just want to say thank you. So we've got, so we got people that, that are looking at us and beginning to follow us already. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But again, I do want to remind those who are listening in and looking in tonight that this is going to be the way that all of the shows under the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network will be broadcasting from now on. So you would just come to the show's Facebook page and you would see them on their show night. So, for instance, with Real World News, they'll be on Tuesday night. Hot Topics Talk Radio with me and Roland D will be on Wednesday. And, of course, Man to Man on Thursday. So make sure that you follow them on their page here on Facebook so that you can find them and be able to view the show when they go live on their night. So I do want to say that you don't have to call in anymore. We are taking advantage of technology and making it easier for people to be able to join the shows. And if you notice, I can see your comments as we're online, so you can send the comments at any time. As you see, Miss Aquila Patterson, she did comment. I put her comment up, and that's the way this show is actually going to be run. So you'll be able to interact with the hosts of the show without having to dial in. You can just come here on Facebook to their page, and it's all good and it's all fun. So I'm just going to put that out there again. And, and then again, of course, you know, the network is sponsored by SPMG Media. I want to thank you, Miss Gina Smith, for all of your kind and love and support and all of that good stuff. That's my sis. That's your mama.
Yeah, it is. That's our girl right there.
Yeah. She's been rolling with me from the very beginning. So I just want to say thank you to her. Also, thank you to Shades of Africa, who has been with us from the very beginning. And I just want to say thank you to them. And also Urban Sentinel, who is run by Editor-in-Chief Reggie Kearney, who is our very own Reggie Kearney of Real World News Radio. So he and Chara Ann will be on, like I said, next week. Hey, Chara. So as I am looking at the comments, hey, Chara.
What's up? How you doing, girl? Family right there.
That's family. So Chara will be on with Reggie Kearney on Tuesday night. So you guys got to come on and check them out. And also between now and the weekend, I'll be doing promos with all of the hosts. So I want you to be able to get their personalities separately. And that way you can have some fun with them separately. And then you see them cut up and act a fool together. All right. So what do you have to say so far, Chris?
To be honest with you, I like it a lot. Like I said, I feel like this is just more natural. And I feel like we're gonna actually have to, because like I said, you can't mess around with this.
No.
Like I said, you can say something, but people gonna be looking dead at you. Like, you know this brother lying. You know he lying like crazy. And I think like this, he better not be coming on here sipping wine in the tank top again. I ain't.
Now see, why you got to do that? Why do you guys have to give each other hell so much? Be nice.
Because that's what we do. See, my thing is this. What grown man gonna be sitting in his room sipping some wine, laying down, telling men that they can cry? You're not gonna get those type of messages from me, fellas. If you cry, you a punk. It's certain times you can cry, but if you crying just because you want to just be crying, you a punk. You're gonna keep it real. I ain't got nothing else to tell you, bro. You're a punk too. I hope you know that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. These folks don't have any idea about you and Richard. Because, see, they don't see you guys. They don't work with you guys like I do. So you guys are in for a treat. I mean, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. So, again, Man to Man Radio next week on Thursday. The show begins at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Central, and 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So you got to make sure that you come on back here on Facebook. But make sure that you go to their Facebook page. I'm trying to say it enough.
Look,
no excuses.
All them people that's like, well, what time y'all coming on? A text? Yeah, I got to send you a text to let you know that we on. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm disappointed in a lot of y'all. And I know some of y'all waiting on me to get big and all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you like this. You better not start watching this show when it get big. You better watch it now. Because I'm telling you like this. I ain't going to know none of y'all. You don't have no excuse at this point. It's on Facebook. You be on your phone all day long talking to people you have no business talking to.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I said it. So at the end of the day, and I don't have many followers because I just got on Facebook last year.
Yeah, use that as an excuse.
I'm on Instagram pop, but I don't even be on that no more. But at the end of the day, you know where you better be. 7 o'clock every Thursday.
OMG.
And guess what? I'm gonna be looking at the lookers too. If I don't see your name up there, I'm gonna call you out at work. Why you didn't watch the show last night?
Oh my gosh.
I like
oh my gosh.
They love me. They love me. Okay. I better see you on this line.
So Aquila is saying this should be interesting. She has no idea. She has no idea.
I'm going to tell you like this. The most interesting thing is going to be watching how Richard and I play off of each other. Because like I said, it ain't no hiding this now. I've been doing the good. I'm going to tell you like this. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the phone and I just be listening. And it'd be so much bullshit. I just sit there and just get quiet. I let people talk. I'll be like, oh, okay.
So is that what goes on with you when you get quiet? I've never really realized that.
When I get quiet and I don't say nothing for a little bit, I just let the bullshit go through. It's thick. I can't do it.
Oh, dear Lord.
I have to wait till it go by, give them some tissue so they can wipe their ass, and then come with my stuff. Because I can't. You gotta be real. Like I said, one thing everybody gotta understand about me is I'm always gonna be 100 with you. And the reason why, because I feel like we spend on stuff. You know, one thing that I always tell people, like, I want to touch on is, like, you know, the things like that come after marriage or the things that come during marriage. Like, I feel like so many people discuss, oh, my marriage is perfect and we love each other. I hate this person sometimes. But damn it, we work.
OMG.
Like, that's the type of stuff like I want to see. Like I said, ain't bullshitting your way through this one. You better be ready.
Oh my gosh.
Like, every time somebody bullshit, I'm going to take a sip. I'm going to have my alcohol sitting right next to me.
You'll be drunk by the time it's over.
Especially if they keep doing it all night long, right? See, I didn't say no names.
I didn't hear no name. I heard nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh my God. So
you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Do you know what you're doing here?
Do I know what I'm doing here?
Do you know what you're doing? Like, do you know what you've just done with this show?
Unfortunately, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That scares me too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, Aquila says keep it 100. So, all right then.
All day. I'll tell you like this, and I got a new thing, and I'm about to start making this go everywhere I go because I get tired of people saying certain things and you know they lying. So normally if they talking to me and they say something, I usually will follow up with hee-haw, and then I say what I gotta say. Because really it's like they a jackass. So it's like you know, it get on my nerves. So I have to say hee-haw, and then I say what I gotta say. It's something new that I've been doing. I think I'm gonna start making it happen every day. I'm gonna start putting people on to that. Because you just hear too much stuff going on nowadays, and it's just like they be like, yeah, I just got this new car, and oh, you still driving your old thing? Hee-haw. Yeah, I'm still driving my car. You know, at the end of the day,
that's
I wasn't
mean.
looking for no new car. I never told you I was looking for one.
That's mean. That is so mean.
Let me tell you what they do, Tommy. Let me tell you. What they do is they'll tell you, oh, man, yeah, you know, just got my new car the other day, and, you know, it's fully detailed, and, you know, things is rolling smooth. What you drive? You still driving your car? Like, you still got your car? And I'll be like, yeah, I still got my car. Yeah, man, it's cool. Yeah, but you got to see my car. Hee-haw. I'm happy for you.
I guess that's why I call you KV. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Can't wait for the win.
This is going to be fun. It is going to be fun. So again, Man to Man Radio is moving to live streaming. We are getting away from Blog Talk Radio. So that means no more phones, no more phone calls. We're coming directly here to Facebook to make sure that we can stream and you can interact with the hosts and see their way of doing things, and hopefully their facial expressions don't lead you to like throw a bomb at us or nothing.
You can see what I be doing when I be trying to do this show and my wife ain't home and my kids be coming out to me. Did I tell you I was doing the show?
Oh my God. So So you can catch Man to Man Radio right here with Chris Smith and Richard Hall next week on Thursday night, starting at 7:00 p.m. Pacific, 9:00 Central, and 10:00 on the East Coast. Also, I'll be doing promos with each of the hosts for Real World News Radio. Now, see, that's when, Chris, I got to get out my dictionary because, Cherry uses real big words. So, yeah. So a lot of people will now see me as I'm producing. They'll see that I look confused.
Don't look confused, just ask. Look, because you got people that be dropping them. You got people that drop them big words on you too. And sometimes they don't use them right. What was you trying to say? I was lost for a second. You knew we were having a regular conversation. We are not at school. Talk to me like a human being.
Exactly. So Cherry is listening, and she's going to be doing the promo with me very soon. I'm not sure we're going to do it tomorrow night or on Saturday, but you'll see what I'm talking about. People are listening in right now, and you're looking at tonight's promo here. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. She uses words that are like this long. Okay, and I got to figure out how the hell you spell that so I can look it up. Shit, I'll be confused.
Now, don't look it up. Just play it off. You just got to play it off good. Like I said, I said you can't BS your way on here, but you got to try. So when they say something like, yeah, it's ambidextrous or something, you say, and you be like, oh, yeah, I completely agree.
Oh my gosh. But I'm hoping that everybody is enjoying watching this. Like I said, Chris and Richard are crazy as hell. And you're going to have a ball sitting in watching them. So again, make sure that you do come on back here on Thursday night at 7:00 p.m. Pacific, 9:00. Where am I? Central, and 10:00 on the East Coast. So see, this is the part I'm talking about where I'm going to get confused and people will be like, what the hell is she talking about? Mm-hmm. And where does she think she is? Oh my gosh. So you ready to get out of here? Go ahead. Huh?
I see that you're fully clothed tonight. No draws.
Oh, see why? Because now I got to put clothes on to do the show. Why?
See, I'll tell you why. Because you be teaming up with Richie. He bullshit. But you be teaming up with him. But it's okay. Oh, there he is. Look, there he is. What's up, bro? Look. Now, the funny thing is, he on, but he can't talk.
Exactly.
So other people can actually get a word in tonight.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is going to be hilarious. I'm just
gonna wait for all the texts to start coming through now, all the comments and everything. we love you, bro.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I am telling you, I'm really looking forward to this. And like I said, and you guys are going to see, just a fantastic show. Just a fantastic show with these two guys. So do yourself a favor, pour yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable, and get ready to really have a good time when you sit in and take part in this show with Richard Hall and Chris Smith. Because I'm telling you, they will have you on the floor. But the good thing... Yeah, but the good thing is that what I do realize about both of you guys is that you are so intelligent. And when people are actually interacting with you and they are really posing serious questions with you guys, I do see that there is that shift of the humor to the seriousness and to the nature of whatever people are talking about. And you really do give them sound advice. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what I was going to say on that is because, we come on here to have fun, but at the end of the day, there are certain times where we do want real messages to come out. It's like, yeah, we can have fun, but let's put the real topics out there and let's really try to help people when they need to be helped, not just because we feel like it, because we think that they were thinking something else. Because you know what I'm talking about, Tony.
Yeah.
Boy. Hey, man, that boy on here, he got too real about his life. He ain't going to never call back again because he was real about his life and basically got told about himself. from a person
Yeah.
that wouldn't even tell you about her own life. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Y'all getting off easy now, have to tell us about y'all about your own lives now. You lucky. But watch what you say, because like I said, I will come back with something funny.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that I think what you guys are really going to miss is that when I lost him. What I think they're really going to miss is the fact that now the callers are not there. The callers are not there. And now they're going to be taking your Facebook comments, and they're going to be reading your comments, and they're going to be discussing your comments. And you'll have a chance to interact with both of them as they are, reading your comments and just talking about what's really going on there. All right. So, and I think I'm trying to get Richard back. Or, I'm sorry, Chris back. So hopefully he'll get in for saying good night and all of that good stuff. We'll see what happens. But again, you can catch Man to Man Radio right here on Facebook. Make sure that you go to their Facebook page, and you can find them under Man, the number 2, Man Radio. All right. So make sure to do that. That's next week on Thursday. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get Chris back. He is trying again as we speak. As you can see the space there. That's where Chris is supposed to be. Oh my God. So I'm trying to get it back before I actually close this out. And trust me, he is trying. But this is the nature of live. This is live on camera. So this is the things that happen to us as we're live, and it makes us look like fools. But the show must go on. And that's what professionalism is when we talk about live radio and we talk about live streaming. So that's just the way it is. And I encourage you guys to make sure that you send your comments as they are online. They love the comments. And they want to just be able to bring you some sound information. Okay. Hey, Steph, I lost my host. So I'm trying to wait for him to come back. That's my sis, Steph. But anyway, I've been on here long enough. I think that Chris is having a problem getting back on. And I don't like talking to myself. I really don't. So I am going to cut this short, and I'm sure that Chris sends his best, his love. And again, make sure that you check out Chris and Richard next week on Thursday. If you missed any portion of this video, please go back and look at it so that you can get the gist of what Man to Man Radio is all about. And again, we will be going all live stream beginning next week, starting with Real World News at the top of the week on Tuesday. Me and Roland D will be here on Wednesday, and then Man to Man with Richard and Chris on Thursday. So make sure that you follow them on their Facebook pages. I'm going to say that's it. All right. So it has been a blast talking to Chris Smith tonight. And if you missed last night's promo with Richard Hall, please go back to my Facebook page. Check that out. They're a hoot. They are a hoot. So check them out and make sure that you come on back and follow them and give them some support. Okay. We love you, and we can't wait to finally be seen by you. All right. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good night. Now it's like, what the hell? I was almost done. This is the kind of shit, and I got people looking at me.
I was going to make you see me because I tried to get back on, and I was myself for a while.
I was about to shut it down. Whatever, but I was about to shut it down, and here come your ass peeking back around the corner, and now I got to put your butt back on camera to say goodnight. Who does that?
The woman that loves this man on the other end of the camera, baby.
Whatever. Oh my God.
What's happening now? Did we figure out what happened there?
No.
you know, Rich was talking some mess. It was Tony's fault.
It was not my fault.
I sat here the whole time. You didn't see that curtain move. You didn't see nothing happen. I was here the whole time.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this. When we get off, I want you to go back and I want you to see that it had nothing to do with me. It was all you. All you.
Oh, damn it.
And I had already said goodnight. Richard is clowning you.
Richard always clowning. You said I ran it. Look, now you're trying to use my jokes. Look, now you're trying to use my jokes. Come up with your own material, sir. You use the regular picture instead of that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're a mess.
He talked more than the both of us. That's saying something.
Because I talk a lot.
You can say that.
I talk a lot.
Same here. He talked more than Hey, man, talk so much you're talking in sleep.
Oh my God. Say goodnight, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Oh my God.
Looking forward to doing the show. Like I said, please make sure you're checking in every Thursday. Me and Richard do our thing on this show. We love to talk. We love to have fun with y'all. Please make sure you call us and make sure if you did get to see these promos, make sure you let us know which one has the better one. Because you know this one is the one right here. It wasn't.
Oh my God.
But you know what? If fans don't worry about it. Love you guys.
Love you too. Have a good night, you guys. Make sure that you check out Man to Man Radio coming up next Thursday, right here on Facebook under Man to Man Radio. So we out, y'all. Mwah.
Night, Dirty Draws.